What's going on, guys? This is Phil, Spencer, and welcome to the first edition of Same Boat Webisodes. Actually, looking on YouTube, we're trying to figure out, where are like the people who haven't been Christians their whole life? Where do you go when you just really trying to figure out, are people really going through the same stuff as you? I'm gonna keep it real, the same shit. We try to keep it as real and authentic as possible. Sugarcoat nothing. I've been a Christian for about a year now. Phil about 2 years. Same Boat Webisodes. Let's get it.
Same boat webisodes, the webisodes, we in the same boat and we about to build it. It's the same boat webisodes, the webisodes, the Weber, it's the same boat webisodes.
So yeah, if you guys have any questions or concerns or things you just really want to ask but you don't know who to ask, drop it down in our comment section.
Yeah.
You can send us private messages, but I think it's something's beautiful about putting a comment down and just building a community around that, and people can ask questions and answer you, and we can do our best to answer in these videos.
Yeah, guys, we want to know what you're thinking. We want to know how you're feeling, and we want to know your take on these questions. So let's kick it off. First question is, why are you a Christian? I said Christian. So why are we a Christian?
So being a Christian is a choice, but for me, I was pushed into a corner for where I needed to be a Christian. And that means, forget the label, it means I needed a personal relationship. I needed a real relationship, something that will truly hold me. Nothing like drugs, sex, or money. The classic three that rappers talk about.
Was it cool for a little bit though?
Oh yeah, it was bumping, huh?
Yeah,
it was. Yeah.
Drugs.
Yeah, but I think yeah, those things are so temporary, and that's real. And you only live one life, and so are you really gonna fill that up with things that are just a constant chase in your life that's not gonna fill you up, or do you want something that is gonna keep you content, feel real joy with an eternal mindset? You know, something beautiful that you can really not just hold on to, but be loved and comforted in, right?
Yeah.
So that is why I'm a Christian today, and why I pursue it so strongly. And I think it's so important to talk about spiritual and deep things now. Everything's pretty bad right now.
Yeah, everything is going bad, but I guess it's how you look at it.
Yeah.
I became a Christian about a year ago. The old me was chasing girls, materials, clout. That was a big one. Money. And once I got all those things, and I was out my mama's basement, and I had parties on parties on parties just to not be alone, and couldn't not smoke or do Adderall for a day, or I feel like I wasn't myself. I really had to make a decision, how long are all these people around me really going to be around me, you know? What was my end game, you know? And I feel like God really puts eternity in all of our hearts, and He wants us to live for Him. And at that moment, I really had to make a decision, who am I living for? Am I living for these people I'll probably know for 3 or 4 more years, or am I living for Christ that loves me and has always loved me, even in my filth and my dirt? So yeah, in a nutshell, that's why I came over to Christ. I actually I dropped everything. I moved out my apartment. I quit my job that was really enabling me to drugs and alcohol. It was a bar, and kind of just changed my whole setting, changed my whole surrounding, and changed my life. But it all happened slowly, and it's all still happening right now. And the change is still really happening in my life, and it's cool that Phil has a front row seat to that, and everyone else who is still with me still has a front row seat to that. But I definitely did have to drop a few things, a few people, and a few habits that I'm still struggling with. It's one of those things where you don't really even realize the magnitude of it until after you make that commitment to Christ, and you realize how much it really does mean to love Christ and for Him to love you. And it's not about what Christ can do for you, it's about what Christ already did for you. So that's why I became a Christian, because Christ died on the cross for me, and I believe that with my heart. Yeah.
Real.
Bethany writes to us. I'm playing. We don't have I'm playing.
No, it's Suzanne.
We don't have any fans yet, but yeah. Bethany writes to us, is a relationship with Jesus important? / how do you get one? That's a good one, Bethany.
Well, Bethany, just know that you're not the only one struggling with this.
Yeah.
Is a relationship with Jesus important?
He out here.
I believe that's the realest relationship you can be in. I think these relationships that we're all trying to be in one. You look lame for not being in one. It makes sense to be in one, you know?
Yeah, you go on social media, everyone's like relationship goals, but everyone's really alone, very lonely, you know?
Yeah. But with Christ, really, you're never alone, you know? He's with you every step of the way. It's something that you can only experience for yourself. And maybe along these videos, you are truly battling with something in yourself and you want to get out of that hole. Considering giving Christ a chance is really going to just change everything in your life, you know? And that's what's been happening for us.
How do you get one? Well, the Bible says if you believe in your heart Jesus is Lord and confess it with your mouth that He is Lord, that you have a relationship with Christ. I know the Bible makes it seem very easy, but it is really, it's not as simple as people say, because before people get in a relationship they think, oh yeah, you know, caring after another person, that would be easy. Having to sacrifice some things for that person, that would be easy. From the outside looking in.
Yeah.
But when you actually take that step to be in that relationship, you realize it's a lot more work than I thought it would be. You know, a year and 2 years and 3 years, and it only gets harder. That's how I view a relationship with Christ, but I feel like it's going to be so rewarding. It already has been so rewarding. Just how I feel, how my outlook on life, how I see setbacks. Like before, I saw setbacks as the universe is really working against me. Now, a year into my relationship with Christ, I see a setback as, all right, Jesus is closing the door to open a better door. You know, and Jesus is directing me where I should go. How do you get a relationship with Christ? I would say, like any relationship, you have to put in work. Like Jesus already meets us halfway. Just conversate with Jesus. Like it sounds crazy, like talking to an imaginary friend, whatever. But Jesus is the realest person that has ever lived. You know, to be honest, He got the realest person award. So putting that time to pray, to worship, just thank Him. You know, for giving you another day to breathe and really pursue what your passion is and what your purpose is. Just read His Word. You know, they say His Word is like living water. You know, a lot of us out here chasing like money, but money is not alive. You know what I'm saying? They chasing dead presidents, but Jesus is like literally living water. So I feel like just chase God in whatever you do, as in reading His Word, Bible studies you can go to. You can go on YouTube, find some sermons, bro. Like not every pastor is going to be, you know, spot on, but seeking some spiritual food. All those are ways that you kind of you put in work to have a relationship with Christ. You know? So we're all still working on it.
Yeah.
We're not perfect. We strive to be better, not perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So friends and brothers and sisters really help you cultivate that relationship and community. You know, if you don't have any friends, we'll be your friends.
Yeah.
If you if you favorite, like, and subscribe.
Yeah, right? Yeah, Bethany. All right. Hey, so shoot us any questions you have. We'd love to answer them. And like, subscribe, share with your friends. We just want to get everyone who's in the same boat as us, you know, and make sure you know you're not alone. Like, we all in this together, man. We all struggling through it. Yeah, with love, dude, with Jesus, man, we can make it through anything, bro. Find your purpose and stay grounded in Him. So this concludes episode 1 of Same Boat Webisodes.
Same boat.
And we'll be coming back to you next week. Another one. Hey. Peace.
Same boat webisodes, the webisodes, we in the same boat, and we about to float. It's the same boat webisodes, the webisodes, the Weber, it's the same boat webisodes.